No, but watch how he did that. He literally locked him up for talking back, and that's the problem. Watch this again. Have you seen the viral video of the handicapped man that got harassed and arrested by police for having his walking stick?
Not I can't walk in peace.
So this video is crazy, it's messed up, and it's going to make you angry at the police, but you know, that's nothing new. Right. And it just goes to show how easily they can abuse their power over people. Which we knew, but
now I can't be blind in public.
Apparently.
I can't have a walking stick.
Apparently.
They're going to get grandma on a walker next.
So check this out.
What's this in your back pocket? I saw you walking it.
It's a navigational aid. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Shocking body camera video shows deputies arrest a legally blind man walking back from jury duty with a walking stick.
What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
yes,
I'm
sir. I was investigating.
You have reasonable.
Do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
It happened on October 31st in Columbia County, Florida. Body camera video shows deputies interacting with 61-year-old James Hodges, who was carrying a walking stick in his back pocket. According to the video, responding deputies at first believed it was a gun.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't have
you ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
Video shows Hodges refusing to give out his name, date of birth, or ID card. He then calls for the responding deputy's supervisor.
No, sir, I'm doing my job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Now, this is the problem with this video. At that moment, this interaction should have been over. The second you don't have probable cause anymore because she had she thought it was a weapon. What are we doing here? What is happening right now?
I just came back from jury duty. I served my civil purpose.
Exactly. And if I had a warrant, I'm pretty sure they would have got me in there. When
I wouldn't have been on jury duty.
Facts. So what are we even doing here? Why are you asking for my ID? Why are you continuing this stop? You are extending this stop past where it's supposed to go?
There is no way that the damn walking stick look like a doggone gun.
First of all, it doesn't. And then second of all, I just showed you it wasn't. So why are we even doing this?
Had this been a black dude though, pulling it out that back of his pocket like that, oh, he would have been on the ground.
Now, the thing that makes me mad about this is he asks for a supervisor and the supervisor comes and it's just worse than her.
Oh, if you under bad leadership, you're going to be bad too.
Have a crime.
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put you in here?
supervisor,
He's right here.
The supervising deputy again asks for Hodges' ID, but he refuses.
What's she stop you for? For a walking stick. And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID. Okay. I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable articulated suspicion.
Hey, shout out to
committed a crime. Committing a crime or about to do a crime. Sir,
period.
Her suspicion was that you were armed, okay? And she's asking you for your ID. Well, now.
But he's already proven that he's not.
I'm not armed.
Exactly. So what are we doing? And even if he was, I'm pretty sure in that state, you still couldn't stop him. But if he's already proved that what he got hanging in his back pocket is not a gun, what are we doing here?
Like, why are you still bothering me?
A lot of police officers have too much authority and they don't know how to de-escalate themselves because now you in your feelings.
Yeah, they all hyped up off the doggone caffeine that they drinking in their car all day. Ain't got else to do.
The thing is you stopped him. He made you look stupid.
And now you're mad.
Now you're mad. You in your feelings. You coming to back her up. You Mr. Tough Guy. Y'all both now in y'all feelings because he's absolutely right. And instead of just being like, you know what? You're right. Eating it, swallowing your ego, swallowing your pride.
You know what, sir? We apologize. Make a joke out of it. Hell, you know what, sir? My bad. My eyes deceived me. Ha ha ha.
Actually serving and protecting. Instead of that, now you want to do this.
She has verified that I am not armed, so there is no problem. Do you have your ID or not? I do have my ID, but you don't need it.
After that, Hodges is handcuffed. That's when Hodges confirms that he is legally blind and carries the navigational aid to help him when walking. He also tells deputies he was stopped while walking back from jury duty.
Sir, are you legally blind? Yes, I am. Okay. I had to walk up here in the dark for jury duty, which was canceled. Why don't you use your stick? You don't have to use your stick all the time? Not all the time.
After Hodges' ID card is retrieved, the supervising officer orders he be taken into custody for resisting an officer and obstruction.
What?
Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number.
Period.
For resisting.
No. No, but watch how he did that. He literally locked him up for talking back, and that's the problem. Watch this again. He gets mad because of his reply.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Hold on.
I want your name and badge number 2, sir.
Hodges is then placed in the
Name and your badge number. You know what? Put him in jail.
Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. You know what? Put him in jail for resisting.
Okay.
Crazy.
All right, let's go.
You can't just
Take a man's
I
freedom.
want your name and badge
up
number
and
2,
decide.
sir.
Yeah, he resisted.
Hodges is then placed in the back of a squad car.
I'm gonna pull this out of my back pocket.
Sure. Here,
His
I'll grab
weapon.
your jacket for you too.
The Columbia County Sheriff's Office released a statement.
I love the old man in this video because he actually did sue them. I believe he got like $100,000, and the officers, I don't think they were fired, but I think they were suspended. But I think if you do this, you should immediately be fired. If you can't handle someone disagreeing with you and you being wrong, you should not be a cop.
No one's ever going to agree with you as a police officer. Let's just be for real.
You have no
just be for
self-control.
real.
You've proven you have no self-control.
And that, if you like, man, and this
You
is
would-
them with a white person.
And you took someone's freedom. Like, I
For
don't...
nothing, for walking. Mind you, he walked to jury duty in the dark and it got canceled. You hear my man talking about his jury duty? He was trying to be a good civil servant.
But you decided to take time out of your day. But that's what happens also in a lot of small towns where they don't have the type of, I guess, scrutiny that, you know, you would usually see in a larger town.
Yeah, checks and balances on the system of power, basically.
Exactly. And this is the problem with police officers are able to do, because in that moment, you are absolutely defenseless. There's nothing that you can do. Who you gonna call? There's nothing that you can do. They can basically kidnap you, imprison you know what I'm saying?
Under false pretenses. Like,
illegally.
That's crazy.
Because he just didn't like what you said, which is crazy.
And said that he was going to make sure that he got your badge number, which is already going to be on the police report, to be honest. So I don't know what you're mad about that for. And it's going to be on his record, who the arresting officers were. So why are you upset that he's going to get your badge number?
I just think it's sad, man. But these are the types of cops that are out here. And the problem is, I don't think all police are like this. I think there are a lot of great cops. I do believe there is a large number. And because they have so much leeway in these stops, they can do things like this where they just decide sporadically, you know what? And then
take them to jail. Like, how you just gonna say that so casual?
And then the problem is that I've seen situations like this, and a lot of times when you do call the supervisor, because they weren't the officer that got into it with you.
Right.
Don't do
You would
this.
think.
It's bad for your job if you do this to him.
You would think.
But he doesn't.
Not in this case. He came and made it worse.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but he already came up on defense mode. As you can tell by his stature, he just trying to stand up and be all big and stout and whatnot and big bad police officer. You already in a bad thing. And he's like, all right, this is a female officer. So the only way that you could say is, well, she made it seem as if she was in a situation where she did not feel comfortable or safe. So I backed her up. But this isn't even that situation. There's no way to even say that because he's not being combative. He's simply not giving you his ID because he don't have to, sis.
Exactly. No, it's sad. I hate watching situations like this, but luckily the man did get justice and these cops did face some type of repercussions, even though I don't believe that it was enough. Because like I said, I know this seems like it wasn't that bad of a situation maybe to some people, but if you can't be trusted in a simple traffic stop, or not even traffic stop, stopping somebody on foot, I don't trust you to protect or save nobody. I don't believe you to serve this community. You do what you want to do. You think you are, above
the law.
Exactly, because you have a badge, and that's just simply not what it's supposed to be.
I'm glad he did get some justice. I need him to give some black people some justice.